Hello everyone, my name is Leslie. This is a series of Frugal Thoughts. My Frugal Thought for you today is this is the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and as Thanksgiving is approaching, that means the next day will be Black Friday. And I wanted to share with you my one and only experience of going out on Black Friday. I've had to do this video 3 times because I keep on yawning in the middle of it. That's a whole nother story. So if I yawn, I'm not going to tape over it. I'm just going to keep on going. Anyway, I went out once, and I think largely, even though I've always been someone who doesn't really like to shop, I'm frugal. I do love a good deal, and I'm willing to go out for a good deal, but I'm not really someone who, would normally fall for that. I think that so many people at that time were talking about how great it was, and I think that what happened is that I was focusing and working on my fear of missing out, which is called FOMO, F-O-M-O. That's how the kids text it. It's F-O-M-O. It's the fear of missing out. And it is anxiety or social fear that you are missing out on a fun event, even if you don't participate in it. So leading up to Black Fridays, they had just kind of started getting off, and it went from stores opening at 9, now they were opening up at 4 a.m. Anyway, the day before, I got the circulars. I went through the circulars, and I plotted what I was going to do. And the first store I was going to go to was Michael's, which is a craft store. I love Michael's. I go to Michael's. I think it was, if you shopped up until like 8 a.m., you got 50% off on any item. Got my little coupon, walked into the store at 5 o'clock, and walked around and realized I don't really need anything. So I gave my coupon to someone who was waiting there. She was thrilled. It was 1 coupon per person. She had forgotten her coupon, so she was really happy. I did a good deed. I left. Then this is like a little set of, I guess like a strip mall next to the big mall. So then I went into the big mall. And then I went to, I guess maybe Macy's. And it was like, spend $200 and you get $50 gift certificate. So my kids were young at the time I went over, but there really weren't any good sales, and I was being induced to pay money to get the $50, gift certificate for the next purchase, but I didn't want the $200 worth of items because my kids didn't really need anything at that point. So I was like, okay, I'm going to leave. So then I went over to, I want to say maybe Sears. They were having like some good sale, and then I kind of was like, yeah, I don't want to be here either. So long story short, got in the car, drove down to Target, and I think it took me my 4th store. I walked into Target. It was probably 6 o'clock. I was like kind of in and out, and it was crowded and it was overwhelming, and I saw people in line with mounds of toilet paper, paper towels, gallons of milk. I think what I was struck by was that I said, well, these people are going shopping for the week. They're not really shopping for Black Friday. I mean, obviously there were people who had the TVs and the pots and pans and things like that. And I realized, I said, wow, I've just wasted an hour of my time at 5 a.m. I really didn't want to be out at 5 a.m. Got in my car, drove home. I think I got home at 6:10, changed into my gym outfit, and went over to the gym and got home at 7:15. And that was the one and only time I went out for Black Friday shopping. I think if you're someone who really knows that your TV broke and you're living with a terrible TV with 2 channels, and you see that there's going to be a really good sale at Best Buy or Target, and then yes, maybe you should go on Black Friday. But I think the sales on Black Friday are, quite frankly, never or not always as good as some of the sales you can get throughout the rest of the holiday. So I would say that if you are someone, I really think that the pandemic has put a halt to the craziness. I have a friend who told me that she asked at Target, and they are not even opening on Thanksgiving, which is great, and that they're not opening until 8 o'clock on Friday morning, which is the regular time. So that is eliminating, hopefully, the stampedes and the crowding and that kind of thing. 8 o'clock is when they normally open up. So at least in my favorite, I call it my favorite Target. In my favorite Target, I believe that though that store is not opening up until 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving, on Black Friday. So that is my experience. I think that everyone might have, you may be someone. I did have a friend, and I would ask, and I would say, like, well, what did you get? And she would describe to me, oh, I got slippers, and I got, a frying pan, and I got this, and I don't know, I just kind of thought, like, well, how much did you save? How was it? I didn't say this. I'm thinking, well, like, how good of a sale was it? Was it really that good? Did you, I don't know. It was just, I was never persuaded that that was a good deal, and certainly not worth the madness. I guess I know a lot of people go out in groups, and they really enjoy going out in their groups, and the cousins and the sisters and the aunts and the grandmothers and the guys get together and they go buy flat screen TVs. But for me, that is just really was not my scene. I tried to make it be my scene because I wanted it to be my scene because I wanted to see what I was hearing, all the hype, and it just did not work out for me. If you've ever had a similar experience where you were disappointed by a Black Friday experience, please let me know. I do go to Target Black Friday afternoon every year, and my kids and I pick up a big fuzzy blanket that is in our living room, and I do go to Build-A-Bear every year because I don't know if they did it last year, but they have a $5, it might be more now, but a $5 bear, and I would have my kids, this is the one I was referring to, I would give it to my kids, and I would have all my kids get one, and we would donate it to, there's a local organization who gives teddy bears to children at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So I would go and get the $5 bears and donate it to CHOP. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this content, and if you are someone who likes to get frugal thoughts, please like and subscribe to my video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks. Sorry for the yawning.